Final breath.
what to
I had
say.
a great time doing this podcast. I would say that's about it. Yeah, I had fun doing the podcast. Legendary podcast. This is why I love you, Chief, sometimes.
Yeah.
Best podcast, North America. I wish I could see you guys watch dumb and scary videos, though. Matt and Sports, best duo since peanut butter and jelly.
I want to promote discussion, civil discussion. Disagreement is totally fine. And calling someone out on, wait, or how would that be better? Or are you sure about that? Well, what about this other instance is totally appropriate and welcomed.
Yeah.
And I can still admit being wrong. And I think admitting when you're wrong or when you might be wrong is totally healthy. So I didn't want to come across in a way that was super oppressive or aggressive, but like opportunistic. Let's explore if there's a better opportunity, and both of us can contribute to identifying what that better opportunity might be. So if I came across too harshly or too assertively, it's
talked to my dad.
Style, but okay, all right.
Nah, he's like that sometimes with debates.
Yeah.
It's okay though. Trust me,
you say
like
with
that.
the base?
With debates.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I really don't want to be overwhelming.
No, you're not.
And so I hope that I was respectful. So
yeah, I had no problem with this.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You would encourage others to get involved and come on as guests on the podcast?
Of course.
Sweet. All right, that's the best compliment that I can get. All right. Well, thanks so much, Matt. Hello. Welcome to this week's podcast. So today we actually have a surprise for you. So it's not actually the full discussion that I'm posting today. It is just the very end of my discussion with Matt Jordan, or as it goes by online, PushxClimax. He has a Twitch channel and he actually live streamed this entire conversation. And so it was about 3.5 hours total, the entire pre-recording, the recording itself of the discussion, and then post-discussion afterward. And so I will only be posting, at least for now, the very end of that conversation, maybe a couple highlights in the middle, but also the post discussion. And we talk a little bit about some of the topics that we ended up covering and our impression of that and how it went, as well as going over the live stream chat, the chat that happened at the time, and then the viewers' response to the discussion that we had and if they liked it. So this is going to be very different because it's not going to be the actual live stream or the discussion that I am posting, but you will actually have to go to his channel, his Twitch channel, which I will include the link in the description down below, to go view the discussion. And that will be a fully unedited, as it happened, live stream VOD, video on demand. And you guys will be able to see that no one is perfect. And so the pre-production, the pre-edited content that we have here, and this was very similar to the majority of the episodes that we've recorded, how I effectively get on a call with the guest and we talk about topics we may want to cover, or at least get a blueprint down, and then we may or may not stick to that. This one, we didn't exactly stick to what we had thought we would talk about at the beginning, but it was still a really great discussion. And he said at the end that the one piece of advice, or his one takeaway, his last breath, his final breath that he wanted to leave with you guys is that he had so much fun doing the podcast, and that he would certainly encourage other viewers to get involved either on the podcast itself or with their own discussions with friends, family, coworkers, and other people that you may come in contact with. And so we really want to prioritize and encourage civil, honest discussions where you can be yourself, you can be upfront about how you feel, and maybe some solutions that you have that aren't yet talked about or that people might not yet know about. And so that's really what we do here on the podcast, is we want to encourage people to share the value that they have, and that perspective, it's a unique perspective and a set of experiences that is unique to you and that only you can share with the world. Again, this is the very end of the recorded section of the podcast, as well as the after the cameras were turned off part of the live stream. And so this is the part that you would only see if you either skip to the end or watch until the end of the live stream, but definitely go check it out. The link will be in the description to go see the full unedited video discussion on Matt's channel, on his Twitch channel. And with that, let's get right into it. Nice. I'd hope so.
School systems. School systems. Change them real quick. Change them after I graduate so I can at least be happy with my life that they changed. Yeah, that's about it.
Hey, I'm a product of the public school system too. So maybe there's some light at the end of the tunnel, you know.
Hopefully.
If you create your own way. I mean, if you're just going to do what everyone else does, then you're going to get the results that everyone else gets. And if you want something that not everyone else has,
be
you
a
have to do
lemming
something.
be a lemming like me sometimes. It gets you somewhere at least, you know.
There's still hope for you.
There's still hope, yeah.
Oh, I was talking to viewers, but yeah, you too. Yeah.
There's still hope for me too.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Matt. I really appreciate your talking. I really appreciate your perspective. And I think that you added a lot to the conversation. I think you definitely mentioned some things that I didn't know about and got me thinking about some things that I hadn't thought enough about, or that there's still more to learn. And so I really appreciate it. And I hope that you continue to think about it, that maybe viewers or listeners, that they can continue to engage in these discussions or topics, and that they can find some value in what was said. Maybe you agree, maybe you don't agree, and then maybe it just convinced you that there's more for you to research and learn in these topics. So anyway, thank you so much, Matt, for hanging out with me. And viewers, if you liked the episode, go ahead, drop a like, and subscribing is free. You can drop a follow on our Facebook page, FST Podcast. And Matt, if the viewers or listeners want to hear more from you, maybe your perspective, or kind of see you in a day-to-day environment, how can they continue that conversation, or how can they support you in your efforts?
Hashtag PushxClimax. I know it's sexual. It was not meant to be sexual. Okay, I've gotten that a lot recently. I don't know why. Actually, I know why. I made it when I was in 8th grade. Okay.
I think a lot of our screen names are made in, our early
exactly.
years.
No, but on a real note, twitch.tv/PushxClimax. I stream a lot. I play mainly League of Legends and Teamfight Tactics. If you don't know the games, they're incredibly toxic and addicting. Play at your own risk. I will say that. I'm also on TikTok at PushxClimax if you just want to see clips of what I do. That's about it. I don't really want to give out my personal Snapchat or Facebook or Instagram.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Like what's public is public. And actually, if you guys were wondering, he streamed this live on Twitch. And so this is the first podcast that has been streamed live. So if it's a VOD there, then you can go and check it out and see the behind the scenes of the podcast. But I would really encourage you to go support him. I appreciate you being here. So yeah, so I would say, is there any like final thought that you'd like to leave with the viewers, or wrapping up a conversation, or something you didn't get to say, or how do you want viewers to remember you by? Something that's like final words. Last words are so important.
Last words are so important.
You're not about to die, but like
no, I'm not about to die. Yeah.
Final breath.
Final breath. I had a great time doing this podcast. I would say that's about it. Yeah, I had fun doing the podcast.
Nice. I'd hope so.
School systems. School systems. Change them real quick. Change them after I graduate, so I can at least be happy with my life that they changed. Yeah, that's about it. There's still hope for me too.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Matt. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your week, guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Cool.
So how was that?
That's pretty good.
Sweet. I'm glad that you liked it. That's basically what I do. I just have conversations, sit down one-on-one that we all get to like just be given an opportunity to have a platform. And I mean, you already have a platform, but hopefully that collaboration can bring viewership, maybe from you to me, or me to you, and so that we can grow and be better for it. So now you can respond to chat.
I would really encourage talk to speak midway through that, saying, let's see where Chief said, oh my God. So Matt is sexy, Matt is sexy, Matt is sexy, Matt is sexy, Matt is sexy. I got that midway through that. I'm like, holy, I forgot to turn that off. I want to bang Matt in the bum in Minecraft sexually. I'm like, oh my God, let me just open this up and turn it off real quick. Thank you, Chief, for the laugh, but holy I was like, oh, I'm trying to focus on school systems right here, and I'm just getting that. Yeah, I mean, it didn't have to be super serious. I mean, it just went with the flow, and I think that I don't want to be right about everything. Like, and I'm not saying I am. I don't want to feel right about everything. I don't want to get to a point where I am right about everything, but I feel that I still have room to learn and grow. And so if I say my current perspective on it, and someone else says, well, I don't really know because
what about this? And they challenge it, I can still grow from it if I say, oh, actually, how would that work? Yeah, no, actually, no, that's a terrible idea. And I can still admit being wrong. And I think admitting when you're wrong or when you might be wrong is totally healthy. So I didn't want to come across in a way that was super oppressive or aggressive, but like opportunistic. Let's explore if there's a better opportunity, and both of us can contribute to identifying what that better opportunity might be. So if I came across too harshly or too assertively,
you haven't talked to my dad
style, but okay, all right.
Nah, he's like that sometimes with debates.
Yeah.
It's okay though. Trust me,
you say
like
with
that.
The base
with debates.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I really don't want to be overwhelming.
No, you're not.
And so like, and there was a point where I completely like, oh man, what do I say? And I tried to, I mean, well, at least the first half, I like let you complete thoughts. The second half, I was like, wait, what about this? Okay, continue. But
You're fine.
I'm still trying to find like a style that like, because the last one I did, I didn't say, I only had about 10 minutes of talking and he had about 2.5 hours. And so like but that's fine, because the first one I recorded that I never ended up posting was them talking for 5 minutes and me talking for 85 minutes. And so it's just it's trying to find the balance. And I'm like, and I ended up re-recording that one right before the one last night. But where I had said, I really want to allow you the opportunity to shine. You're the guest. This is your opportunity to share your opinion and perspective and really offer value to viewers that you have to share. I don't want to dominate that. And so, I mean, I can be a bouncing board for ideas or asking questions or identifying a solution together, but at least I want to promote discussion, civil discussion. Disagreement is totally fine. And calling someone out on, wait, or how would that be better? Or are you sure about that? Well, what about this other instance is totally appropriate and welcomed. And so I hope that I was respectful toward you as well. Okay. Okay, cool. So
I had no problem with this.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So you would encourage others to get involved and come on as guests on the podcast?
Of course.
Sweet. All right, that's the best compliment that I can get. Have you ever heard that? Like businesses might say, like, the best compliment we can receive is a referral, like, of one of your friends or something. It's because like
I haven't worked
more
in a
sales.
business.
But
I haven't worked in a business that high up. It's fast food and golf carts.
Yeah, that's fair. So anyway, I didn't want, like, I started with not video games because a lot of the people I've been interviewing have already talked about video games.
And fine. So I don't care.
Okay, so you had said this is a lot of what I do or where you can find me or what kind of content I produce.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can. That's why I said, like, at the beginning, I was like, dude, I really don't care what we talk about. Like,
just go with the flow.
Popcorn, go with the flow. Like, well, I kind of had a game plan in mind somewhat of like, oh, I'll talk about like league or my drinking and stuff like that. And
then we didn't.
Then we just did nothing of that and just talked about school systems. Like I was perfectly okay with that. I'm just kind of go with the flow. Like,
okay. I mean, if you want to record another one later about drinking, we can totally do
it's fine. Like, again, I just kind of popcorn off. Like, I can talk. I can talk about whatever. Like, I don't really. Again, the only thing I told you again before, like, I really didn't want to get into like the Roe versus Wade abortion. Like,
well, and I mentioned it once. I tried not to.
I know you mentioned it once, and if you came back at me, I would have been like, I prefer not to like really talk about that. But
Exactly.
I don't care if you mention it, but I personally am not going to give my point of view on it because
all I said was less abortion might be a good thing. And if how we do that might be offering more opportunity to create a disincentive for women to want an abortion. That I think that in the majority of cases of abortion, not all, but in the majority of cases, the women end up regretting it, or they feel like it's not what they want, but it's what they have to do because of fear or because of social isolation or being disowned by their family or whatever. I want to create, like, one of the big arguments for abortion, for pro-choice, is if you force a woman to carry to term, what are you going to do with the child afterward? Like, we have terrible self-sufficiency programs like welfare state and all these other things. And that's why I tried to, even if, like, I don't think that wanting less abortion overall is a controversial topic, that especially if the outcome is not only less abortion, but also more opportunity for all children and all families that might feel fear or financial struggle if they have another child. If that's one of the biggest reasons why someone might carry through with taking that choice, then I think anything that creates a disincentive, a healthy disincentive, more opportunities, and taking away fear from it can only be a good thing. So
my political views socially are I don't give a normally. So I'm not a female. I don't really give a so like that
And
upsets a lot of people sometimes because personally I care. What it when it caters to me, economically or some stuff like that, I'll start caring. But you know,
well, and you could be on both sides of that. What if you were, say, 14 and made a mistake, got someone pregnant, and now she's debating abortion or not, and you're like, no, do it, and she's like, well, no, I don't want to, or like, well, will you support me or whatever? I mean, like, people are put in really tough situations all the time. And you might fall on one side of it or not at any point. And that's the tough part about it, is that people in those situations say, well, I didn't have another option. And people not in those situations might say, well, you did, but you didn't know about it, or not understand their situations. And so just more discussions, more opportunity, and more options. Often people feel it's their only viable option, that they don't even have an option to keep it. And I feel so bad for those individuals, those women who, might be 12 or 14 and have to drop out of school, and their parents are going to disown them. And it's like, if this happens, and, they're going to be outcast in society, they're now going to be forced to be, a single mother or whatever. Like, I couldn't imagine being in that situation. All I can do is say, like, how can we help you get through this obstacle in your life and make it something beautiful, basically. And some people and I think that's the tact we should have just in general, is that you're going through a really tough situation. How can I help? Like, is there anything I can do? Do I have something that you need? And we can work together to get both of us to a better place. Because I think that often we are blessed with something. And so we can be blessed and then use what we're blessed with to bless others and be better off for it. And that's where the real joy comes from, is giving. So
my whole thing is it's not my position to personally
judge,
to judge, not my position at all.
Exactly. And I don't intend to come across as judging.
Oh, no, I'm not saying you're judging, but like, what my whole stance on a lot of these social issues is like, it doesn't bother me, so I have really zero say in it, because it doesn't.
The outcome
doesn't
change my situation.
It doesn't change my situation at all. So why do I get a say in it?
Yeah,
I shouldn't. Yeah. For example, like gay marriages. I don't care if you get married or not. Not my say to have you get married. It's not my say for you not to get married.
Like, more freedoms, more liberties to you. If you want to do it, that's fine. You do it. Like, what happens in a closed bedroom, it's like none of my business, kind of thing. Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't change me. Doesn't change me if you don't get married either. Like, it doesn't change anything.
How dare you not get married? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's why I like. But that's my whole point.
No, exactly.
It's like, it's not changing how I sleep at night. It's not changing my daily life. I don't get any say in how you live your life. In that sense. Now, if you want to talk about inflation rates and economy,
and education,
and education else, and stuff like that,
I'll have a say in that. Affects you.
I'll have a say. But regardless of that,
So anyway, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. We can continue talking, but I didn't want to make you stay up.
Fine,
okay.
I don't know if I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay. Continue the conversation in your chat. Encourage them.
I'll
respond to some of their suggestions, and they might, have something to suggest to me. And so, like, I have. Oh, I didn't say it. That's fine. I said FST Podcast for Facebook and YouTube, so that's fine.
Let me just fix my streams some way. Let me get some of the back up and running.
Oh yeah. Wait, did you take some of it? Oh, was it a bunch of like other graphics and stuff you had overlaid?
There was like alerts and stuff like that I took
Oh,
all
yeah. That makes sense.
off,
That makes sense.
so.
Yeah. Oh no, I can't go back and read your chat. Shoot. No, because I had closed the tab to get more performance on my.
Oh, you're fine. Let me see. Okay, I can read it to you if you let me. You're doing amazing, folks. Let's go, Hype City. What is this dog? Okay. Zzz. It's better than your silverop.gg. Legendary podcast. This is why I love you, Chief, sometimes.
Yeah.
Best podcast, North America. I wish I could see you guys watch dumb and scary videos, though. Matt and Sports, best duo since peanut butter and jelly. They can put the price point wherever, LOL, exactly. I'm not playing that song, Chief. I will skip that. Song request. Matt is sexy. I want to bang Matt. You're beautiful. And face incredible place, and I don't know what to do because I'll never be with you. Quagga Bagga Bobo. Y'all are quiet as hell. Turn that sound up, goofy. You are
quiet?
lame.
Uh-oh.
I don't think we're quiet at all. Wait, say something.
Hello?
No, you're fine.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't seem quiet to me, but I didn't know how you had your OBS settings. So
no, I mean you're like halfway to 2/4 between green and yellow. Like
okay,
you're fine.
Awesome.
This is what League brings, right?
That's so true.
I that's just what League brings to the chat. I hope your head explodes and your father forgets your name. All right, I am probably getting off.
Yeah,
so
that's totally fine.
that is it for me, Sports.
Is this going to be a VOD that you're going to like post or have available, or do you not have? I just didn't know. I mean, I don't mind if you take it down. You can. Like
no, I mean,
again,
no,
it's your content, and it's. I had just pointed them to the live stream if they wanted to view it. Either way,
it's more so I have to go to Twitch to enable the VOD because Twitch recently put out like a couple months ago that no broadcasts are automatically uploaded.
Oh,
so
okay,
I
so
physically
it's one.
have to.
Okay.
I would have to physically go to my channel and then upload it, which isn't a problem.
Okay.
Like,
yeah. Well, that's interesting.
So.
I didn't know that changed. So just
Yeah.
all across Twitch, there's
all
not
across
automatically
Twitch,
VODs being put on. Wonder if that's like a server storage issue. Interesting.
it might be,
Yeah.
but you physically have to upload it.
Which means you have to have a separate recording of it. It doesn't automatically record it. Oh, okay.
So basically, like I just go to like, why is that blank? I would basically have to go to my like Twitch channel, like the creator dashboard or whatnot, and then go to like my recent broadcast. And there's a button that says like enable broadcast.
So there's a set amount of like days that are available in your recent broadcasts is how they're limiting this. Okay. Well, that makes a ton of sense. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, if you totally want to, or if you want to, you can totally do that. So, and that way I might be able to like go back and read the stream or save comments or something. Because like if they're cool, like, hey, legendary podcast, or this was great or something, like I might want to put that on some kind of thing or in another video as like an overlay
or, like an
maybe
intro
like marketing.
Yeah,
exactly. So
yeah, no, I can do that.
Okay, cool. So anyway, but thank you so much. And I thought it was great. So I'll make a video or two out of it. We'll see how long it gets after editing. I don't even think I have to edit it that much. I mean, maybe there's only like 10 or 15 times where I take out like 5 seconds, or 3 seconds. But yeah, so I'll send you a link with when I upload it as like a private video or unlisted, and then you can let me know if there's anything else you want taken off of it, which I mean is fully up to you. I'm not gonna like just because I have license to put it on the internet because like anyway. Oh, and then
this was fun. You don't need to ask me to edit out anything. I was good with whatever I said.
Okay, well, you live streamed it, so
exactly.
And then the one more, I guess there's one more thing. How are you going to get the OBS file or Streamlabs file to me? Because Discord, it just completely.
I believe it's going to save to my computer.
Okay. Is there some kind of like file share or
I can
Google
send
Drop
it to you through Discord possibly. Or if Discord doesn't let me do that, I can grab your email or something and just send it through email.
Okay, because I know some email servers have like a a limit. Some Discord has a limit, and so I didn't know like if I wonder if you post something on YouTube or something, can I download it? Like I have no
I have no
clue.
idea.
But okay, well we'll figure it out. It did eventually fix on my side the quality of the stream. So I mean there will
Okay.
be a bunch of the beginning that's not, which I may still take from and pull from, but
Yeah, that's fine.
I would still benefit from it if you
Yeah,
did
no,
that. So
I'll see what where it downloads at and how I can send it and stuff like that. I'll
okay.
figure that out.
Okay, cool. Because also you recorded in like a dual setup, like you can see both cameras at the same time. I think
Yes.
Zoom recorded in a way that you can only see the speaker at one time. And so it would be cool to have even more footage to pull from to edit if I want to go further in depth with, say that like I don't post this for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months and I'm really well versed at editing by that time. I don't expect that to happen, but like I'll have the opportunity to be able to do it if I have more footage basically. But anyway, all right. Well, thanks for chatting and have a good night. Have a good stream.
You too, sports. I'll catch you later,
Bye.
bro.
PushxClimax chat. All right. Peace.